Hello, my audience who is probably tired of Gate Guardian. I'm Vampirean, and welcome to Batty Decks, the series where I give you a profile on a deck that I've brewed up on a whim for your entertainment. This is it, the final piece of the Gate Guardian streak, which will allow me to summon my ultimate monster, the Evol deck profile. Let's finish up Gate Guardian strong with one of the funniest and strangest combinations, Gate Guardian Sky Striker. So here's the deck. As always, this is a mini episode, so check out my main Gate Guardian video to get a more detailed look at these cards. This time though, we're barely going to touch the Gate Guardian cards. The theory behind this deck is simple. Gate Guardian has spell cards with search effects in the grave. Sky Striker needs spells in the grave, and since Sky Striker plays the long game usually, you can accumulate the Gate Guardian pieces to form Gate Guardian Combined and make a big push for lethal. There's other weird coincidental synergies as well, so let's get into the card by card. 3 of each piece, of course. 3 double attack this time since it's the main game plan, and 1 Riryoku because double attack search is a once per turn. 2 of the field spell, and 1 terraforming to search it or the Sky Striker's field spell, which we will get to later. Now for our striker pool, which is basically just a regular Sky Striker deck. 3 Ray, 1 Rose, and 1 h.a.m.p round out our monster count, which is small, as usual for Sky Striker. Ray can quick effect link summon and can recur. Rose can be extension and also recurs, and h.a.m.p is basically just a kaiju that can also pop our opponent's cards when it's destroyed. And now those spells. 1 Engage because that card is still legal. Crazy draw power on this card. 1 Multi-Roll, which allows us to protect our spells by sending a spell on field, like, say a Gate Guardian piece, and then it resets spell cards from the grave in the end phase up to the number of Sky Striker spells used that turn, which is most of the deck. 1 Hornet Drones is basically just another monster that's also a Sky Striker spell. 3 Widow Anchor, which negates a monster or takes it if we have 3 spells in grave. 2 Field Spell Area 0, which sends a card on field, like a Gate Guardian piece, then excavates 3 cards to add a Sky Striker card in those 3 to our hand. It also summons a Sky Striker from deck if we get sent to the grave by card effect. 3 of the newest card, Linkage, which lets you summon a Sky Striker link from extra by sending a card, like a Gate Guardian piece, to the grave. It also gains 1000 attack if you have a light and dark Sky Striker in grave, which can allow for some OTK potential. We have 1 Shark Cannon to disrupt our opponent's grave, 1 Eagle Booster to protect our monsters, and 1 Jamming Waves to prop our opponent's cards. And lastly, we have 3 Afterburners, which is basically just Jamming Wave, but in the opposite order. It pops a monster, and then if you have 3 spells in grave, it pops a spell, opposite of Jamming order. We have a bunch of generic spells as well, like Change of Hearts, the old classic. 3 Foolish Burial Goods to send out Gate Guardian spells, or the Sky Striker spells if we need those in grave. 1 Lightning Storm to clear boards, and triple Tactics Thrust to search Lightning Storm and triple Tactics Talent. The extra deck consists of 1 of each of the best Gate Guardian fusions and a bunch of Sky Striker aces. 3 Shizuku, which adds Sky Striker spells from deck to hand in the end phase. 3 Kagari, which lets us recycle Sky Striker spells in grave. 1 Kaina to help us win in time, or to prevent opponents' attacks. 3 Hayate, which can attack directly and send a Sky Striker card from deck to grave. And 1 Zeke as our Link 2, which can banish cards and attack over things more easily than the other ones. We also have Unicorn to spin cards back to deck, and to go into Access Code Talker as another way to achieve lethal. Side deck is partly just suggestions, look at it on your own time, cause in the mini episodes we just have 1 casual match to look at. Speaking of which, let's get into the games. So here's the game. We're starting off not so strong. This hand is not particularly good, but we play the grind game and let's see where that takes us. They're going to start branded in white. That'll get them to Lubellion by sending Albaz and Serenir. They're going to activate Serenir, and they're going to activate Lubellion in sequence to make Mirror Jade, and they're going to send Branded Regain to grave, and they're going to pass. We're going to start, we draw another Triple Tactics Thrust. You can only activate 1 per turn. Not a great draw. We're going to set Wind and Water because it is good in the grave, so we can send that off for Linkage in order to make Hayate. We get the Hayate out. They're going to activate Mirror Jade. We have the Eagle Booster, so we can protect our monster from being affected. Then we can Triple Tactics Thrust because they did activate a card effect on our turn, so we can grab Triple Tactics Talent. And what do you know, that's a bunch of spells in grave too. We're going to grab their Mirror Jade because we can use that much better than they can. We're going to activate Wind and Water because we have plenty of spells in grave now to grab Kazagen to hand. We are building it up. We're going to then go to battle phase, do a bunch of damage, use Hayate's effect to send Engage. A lot of damage. Then we're going to link those two off to make Zeke. That's our link 2. And then we can make Kagari off of that. You activate Kagari's effect to get Engage back to hand. Then we will activate Engage. That'll allow us to search a card and then draw. We draw Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Burial Goods is going to send Riroku. I told you, Wind and Water double attack, or Wind and Thunder, is a once per turn. So we have to send Riroku here, which is why we were playing the 1 copy. We're going to do that. We're going to get Sangha. Now we have all 3 pieces in hand. We're now going to make Shizuku. We can't make the Gate Guardian because linkage prevents us from doing anything other than link summons. I rather Sky Striker cards. It has to be Sky Striker specifically. We're going to activate Shizuku's effect to grab Shark Cannon to hand. And then we're going to continue passing the turn. We're going to then Shark Cannon the Albion a little late. I should have done it earlier. They get to add the card to hand. They probably would have surrendered before here. They're right there if I hadn't forgotten. But they're going to Branded Fusion, get Lubellion. They send Tragedy. They're going to activate Tragedy. We're going to activate the effect of Widow Anchor, which is going to negate and steal Lubellion. They're going to add Libitum to hand. They're going to normal summon Albaz, discard, and then use Shizuku to summon Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect is going to banish their own Lubellion, and then they're going to attack for 3,000. They're going to activate Albion to get another Branded Fusion. We grab Area 0 for turn. We're going to activate it. We're going to set Triple Tactics Thrust, activate the effect, add Afterburners. We'll activate Afterburners to get rid of their monster. They're going to clear our board in the end phase, but it doesn't really matter because we are about to banish 3 cards to make Gate Guardians combined to push for lethal. Perfect. It worked exactly as planned. Right on paper. Come to reality. It's amazing. Incredible. You can't beat this. So that's the deck. This deck works better than it has any right doing. Honestly, that's probably because it's just a Sky Striker deck with a few extra bricks thrown in. The fact that Gate Guardian came in clutch in that game is a fluke. Probably. Well, hopefully I haven't started a craze of people playing Gate Guardian and Sky Striker, but at least we have finally finished the last Gate Guardian deck. Let me know what you think of these mini episodes in comparison to the full episodes, but for now, I'll see you next time with something that doesn't have a single Gate Guardian card in it. Hey there, thanks for watching this deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any other thoughts on the build or if you played this deck and how it did. Also make sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more, and maybe throw a couple bucks my way on Patreon if you like. I hope you see you again, so be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye!